Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, says the pro-Biafran agitator, Simon Ekpa, who was arrested in Finland in November 2024 for terrorism-related offenses, is still being prosecuted by the Finnish authorities. The defense chief, who made this known to newsmen, noted that since Ekpa's arrest last November, relative peace has been experienced in the southeast geopolitical zone of the country. Clearview News' Imefonokon has the details.
Recall that the defense headquarters had on March 23, 2024 declared Simon Ekpa wanted for inciting violence in the southeast part of Nigeria. The separatist leader was accused of using social media platforms to spread separatist propaganda linked to IPOB, a group advocating for the secession of southeastern Nigeria. The court alleged that the offenses dated back to August 23, 2021. Before his arrest, Finland authorities have also investigated Ekpa in the past for alleged financial crimes, including the collection of funds through questionable means. In a recent interview at a sister station, Naira Musa also hinted that troops have activated operations to apprehend Ekpa's lieutenant in Imo, Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, and Abia State, all in the southeast zone.
Yeah, I think it's still been prosecution. It's still undergoing prosecution in Finland, and we're hopeful. And you can see, because when we talked about him, people felt we were just making noise. But since he had been arrested, southeast is getting better. And the likes of him, we're going to go after them wherever they are, and whatever it takes, we'll bring them. And that's why the Ansaro guys too is a good win for all of us. Other ones who are following, the other ones that we don't talk about, we also look at them and be able to pull them out. And I think clearly we'll do that. And in order to achieve more, because no nation is an island, we are also organizing our African Chiefs of Defense Staff Conference starting on Monday, where all the Chiefs of Defense Staff in Africa, for the first time coming to Nigeria for us to discuss, because we see that these incidents are not respecting anyone. Mozambique, you can understand it. Mozambique is facing issues. Ghana is beginning to face issues. Burkina Faso, Mali, and all other areas. So it's important that we come together as brothers and sisters, discuss our problems, and provide solutions.
Speaking on other security matters, Naira Musa said synergy among the various military formations was responsible for the recent arrest of Ansaro terrorist leaders. According to the CDS, the defense headquarters will organize an African Chiefs of Defense Staff Conference starting Monday for continental synergy in achieving more results in the anti-terror war. However, this is not the first time the Nigerian army has said that they are winning the war against the insurgency and terrorism in the country, despite the persistent killing in Nigeria. Imefonokon reporting for Clearview News.
Meanwhile, social media activist Darkman is stirring conversations, reacting to comments credited to Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. The defense chief had urged Nigerians to learn basic combat skills for self-defense, citing rising security challenges bedeviling the country. However, in a fiery video post, Darkman questioned the statement, accusing the government of shifting responsibility to citizens instead of providing adequate protection. He argued that the primary duty of the military and security agencies is to safeguard lives and property, not to compel civilians to prepare for battle. The activist also spoke on broader issues of insecurity, corruption, and governance, insisting that Nigerians deserve better leadership and stronger institutions to address the root causes of violence. His comments have since drawn mixed reactions online, with some praising his courage, while others argue that self-defense remains a necessary survival skill in today's Nigeria.
For self-defense, and this is coming from the Chief of Defense Staff. Person who is supposed to protect us, they tell us, "Go learn how to fight now." I knew it. I knew it. I knew this day would come. All those loans when Nigerian government they go collect, all those loans when Tinubu government they go collect, I knew a day will come. But we need to learn how to fight to protect Nigeria. When these people ready to collect Nigeria for all the money where they don't borrow from them, I knew it. I knew it. And a China loan will collect pass. So we need to start to the fights now, one-on-one with Chinese. Chinese will learn Kung Fu. They get AI, they get drone, they get equipment passports, they get population passports. Oh, they go beat us, die.
In another development, survivors of Tuesday's deadly attack by bandits on Gidam Mantau community in Malumfashi local government area of Katsina state have narrated their ordeal, saying that after recovering over 50 bodies, they are still searching for more people in the bushes. It was gathered that worshippers were killed when bandits attacked a mosque in Ungwon Mantau, Katsina state during early morning prayers. Authorities described the assault as a reprisal after residents earlier ambushed the attackers, killed some of them, and rescued abducted victims. The state government has since deployed security forces while assuring residents of protection and pledged justice for the victims and their families. And now to sports. Former Super Eagles defender Taribo West has said he would never advise his son to visit Nigeria. West, in an interview, hit out at the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) and Lagos State government for abandoning the family of late goalkeeper Peter Rufai. Speaking at Rufai's burial, West described it as the neglect of Nigerian football heroes after their death.
I'm just happy to be here. I can see some of my old contemporaries to be here in this incredible day and just share the burden and the pains with the family that has rest upon their shoulders. For me, it's disheartening that you have Lagos State, you have Nigerian Football Association, they dropped the buck on the family. I felt in my spirit there is nothing to put your life for. That's why I say I have to shift back so that I will not implode. It's grieving. My mother passed on. I never shed tears. My father passed on in my hands. I never shed tears. Then when Rufai passed on, I had ghost pimple on my body. And every individual I'm speaking to, there was, tears of lamb rolling through my cheeks. What kind of nation is this? With this kind of example they have shown in Shofulue, in Stephen Keshi, blessed memory, Thompson Oliha, blessed memory, Rashidi Yekini. I will never advise even my son to put his feet for this country. Send me out. Do we have a football federation? Or do we have a football association in this Lagos State? That this hero, this soldier, this football evangelist has to be treated this way and his family. Could you imagine that the family will be crying just to solicit in within our groups to ask for money? That is madness from, look, please let me go.
Joining me to talk about this controversial remark by the ex-Eagle International is Clearview's in-house analyst, Florence Joshua. You're welcome.
Thank you, Gloria, for having me.
So, why do we keep having these stories year in and year out?
It seems like Nigeria as a country is one that decides to feed on its own. We have stars. We have these ones that have given us their best years. They have invested their time, their energy, have won trophies for us, have won medals for us. And every time, it's just like our Nollywood actors and actresses. Every time these people come down at a later age with different kinds of illnesses. I would believe by now, aside from unfulfilled promises that governments make year in, year out without fulfilling to these stars, because they give their best years to us, we all know that at a later point in their lives, they will come down with different illnesses. I would believe that a nation that is kind to its people and is willing to pay back and say, oh, thank you, these people would either be on some form of insurances, them and their families, and we will not be dealing with stars who wake up after 40, 50, 60 years of playing good games for us, and then they are having different kinds of illnesses, and every day they are begging for money for medical care, begging for money to be taken care of. And then we come on social media and we make the normal banter. And when they die, everybody is trying to celebrate them. I don't think it's fair. I think by now, the government and NFF should have done something about this to forestall some of these kinds of occurrences.
So what are some of the specific things you could recommend?
I would think for every player should have an insurance, a lifetime insurance, a life insurance and a health insurance that covers them and their families.
All right. Thank you so much, Florence, for your input. Controversial Nigerian singer and rapper Aziz Fashola, popularly known as Naira Mali, has shared relationship advice for singles. In a post on his X handle, the Malian boss urged single people to be very mindful of who they choose to date or marry, stressing that the toughest prison is a home without peace. Naira Mali has kept his private life from the media, despite revealing that he has twin daughters, though the identity of their mother has remained a secret. Clearview News recalls that Naira Mali and Sandra Benede sparked relationship rumors in 2022 after she wished him a happy birthday with a cozy video of them in bed. However, the couple appear to have since separated, as they have stopped hanging out and meeting and posting each other. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Gloria Atta. Bye for now.